Hello, I am Pete, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, Recharge Your Weapons Only. We're here in Novak. I can see someone stood on a balcony over there. Is that, Daisy? Maybe. Not sure. Anyway, it's a very overcast day here in the Mojave. Looks like it might rain. It won't rain. It never rains in the Mojave. It only ever rains in Zion Canyon. So we came back here. Oh, by the way, you may notice my voice is sort of sounding a little bit... I have got a little bit of a sore throat, but I think it just makes me sexier, if anything. Where was I? Sexier. What was I talking about before sexier? Bollocks. Oh, no, yeah, right. So we came back to Novak to deal with our sleep needs and all of that. Ignore them. In this episode, we are going to head over to Nellis Air Force Base to meet the boomers, and let's see how many times I make the joke "Okay, boomer" in this episode. So our nearest fast travel point is going to be Crimson Caravan over here. So, yeah, let's go. Okay. No fiends around here. That's good. Sometimes there are. Do I want anything in there? Don't think so. Let's just get on with things. And actually, it's cleared up quite nicely, hasn't it? You know, what started as a grey morning has turned into a lovely blue summer's day. This kind of weather stuff is not in the base game. It is a mod edition. Oh, and a thought occurs, actually. There's a good location over here. I think just to the east of the Crimson Caravan, there is a building that's got a sniper rifle and a locksmith's reader in the back. So, given my love for the locksmith's reader, let's head over there. Is this the New Vegas Medical Clinic? I think it might be. Let's pick up the fast travel point just for convenience. Boom. And yeah, I reckon that square building dead ahead might be the one. And of course, can't go through the playground without a little bit of a go on the slide. Whee! And yes, I know I did the slide backwards. Okay. This building doesn't look as enterable as I was hoping. I'm thinking this might not be the one after all. Oh, can't climb over there. Can I squeeze through here? I can, cool beans. Maybe it's this one here. No, not looking great. This building? No, it's not this one either. Huh. Maybe it's that one down there in the corner. I forget. They all look kind of the same to me. And you know what? The clouds have moved in, haven't they? Just while we've been talking in the last couple of minutes. Yeah, this is the building I want. There are traps. I think I can get in through the back. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a wire to me. Keep an eye out for more traps. Hard locked. Fortunately, we have our nice high lockpick skill of 82. Another tripwire? No, but lots of goodies. Sniper rifle, which I can sell. Scrap electronics. I was expecting a locksmith reader. Maybe it's somewhere else in this building. Or maybe it's not in here at all. Maybe it's just the sniper rifle. Oh, mine's. Got him. There's the locksmith reader. I knew it. Lovely. Okay, let's continue onwards towards Nellis Air Force Base. And this is also a good opportunity to introduce the sponsor for this episode. This episode is sponsored by Barry's Awkward Silences. I will drop into this little shack over here. There's, I think there's a unique BB gun in there, which obviously I don't have much use for at all. But there's probably also some other good stuff in there that I've forgotten about. I do tend to do that. No traps in here. I would like a bit of light. pick up the ammo. I think I'm okay for inventory space at the moment, so picking up all of this stuff is not going to put me over. There's a star in there. Yeah. Actually, I will take a tiny detour. Or will I, though? I was just thinking about taking a tiny detour to Raoul's shack for the guns and bullets skill book, but don't know. Don't think I need that. I don't normally kill this guy, but I'm kind of feeling it today. I don't know why. Very uncharacteristic of me. MF Power Breeder Delta. Quick save. That didn't do much. Is he going to fight back? He doesn't seem to have a weapon. There we go. Let's take what he's got. 427 bottle caps, all in a roving trader hat. Okay, right. It is time for the boomer bombardment. I do have a sprint mod, which does make this quite a lot easier, but it's possible to do this without needing to sprint, so we're going to do it. Now, basically, the instructions that the game gives you is all about moving between the buildings and using them for cover. But actually, and this might be famous last words, you can just do this by hugging the left-hand wall. Basically, as long as you stay really close to the left, really, really close, you might take a tiny bit of damage, but it won't be enough to kill you. But you just got to really tuck in. Oh, that was close. That was much closer than usual. That was not great. In the grand high scheme of things, I mean, a bit of limb damage, but not much direct damage there. Now, I don't want this gun out. I want this one. But yeah, that's the strategy that I normally use for getting through the boomer defences. So much easier than the way the game intends you to do it. Alright, here we go. This is going to be our first deployment of the OK Boomer meme. Hope you're counting at home.
Hold it right there. Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment?
Who's in charge here?
I'm not telling you a thing, savage. Move a muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces.
OK, Boomer. I didn't come here to attack you.
Then just stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you.
Okay. Who is Mother Pearl?
As I said, she is our eldest. Mother Pearl has lived at Nellis from the start, and has the wisdom of her age. She said that this day would come, and that any savage to reach our gate should be brought to her.
All right, lead the way.
Follow close, and mind your behavior.
Oh, her hair disappeared before the rest of her.
Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit.
You didn't exactly roll out a red carpet.
Those howitzers of ours aren't just for entertainment, child. Explosive ordnance is what keeps the savages at a distance. Except you. There's something special about you, child, and it was the howitzers that gave you a chance to show it.
Okay, Boomer. Oh, interesting. Wasn't as funny second time round. How may I be of assistance?
Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, it may be you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see.
How can we trust each other if you're going to be keeping secrets?
You have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside world since I was barely a woman. Seclusion has kept us safe, but the world around us is changing. Neon lights in the distance, patrolling robots, soldiers. My youngers think our guns can keep out the world, but I think we need to let it in just a little, or become its victim. You're that little bit of the world, child. Welcome to Nellis.
Okay, where do I start?
You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up.
Hello?
Yeah, lovely. Let's get down to business. Hello, Raquel. I think Raquel actually is a person to talk to about this. So, Raquel and your lovely hair. Hang on, is there stuff going on with your hair? There's stuff going on in her hair. Some kind of lighting issue. Never mind, there's more important things.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
Mother Pearl said you have a bug problem?
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
Yeah, I'll give it a whirl. I can handle a few ants.
Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay. Just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
Oh yeah, will do. So, interesting thing about the ants. You can't use energy weapons in the room with the ants. Well, I mean, you can use them in the room, but if you hit the ants, then bad things happen. So, I'm thinking maybe that one might not be for me. Or maybe I kind of rush in and use the what's-it without using my recharge weapons at all. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's go into the medical station first.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please, outsider, but I have patients to tend to.
I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape. Do you have medical training?
Medicine 40, I have extensive medical knowledge. Let me see what I can do.
If what you say is true, you can do us a world of good.
All right. How much medicine do I actually have? Because I feel like 40 ain't going to be enough. I have precisely 40. Okay. Well, let's inspect the patients and then we'll decide what to do next. Let's have a bit of light because obviously you can't doctor in the dark. That's dangerous. So I'd need a 50 here. Leave alone. I'd need a 60 here. Leave alone. I'd need a 40 here. Leave alone. Right. Okay. 40 I can totes do because, as I pointed out, I'm currently at 40 and all I need to do is take a doctor, give me the news. I've got a bad case of healing you. Magazine. Today's physician, that's the one. That puts me up to medicine 60. Let's get down to business. Let's treat this infection. With a combination of natural herbs, bandages, and some disinfectant, you're able to clean the wounds and help boost the patient's immune system enough that he'll survive. Patient made a full recovery.
I hadn't thought of that.
This man appears to be severely injured. Swelling around his face and neck is interfering with his breathing. Are you sure you want to treat him? Yes. After carefully considering treatment options, you realize the patient is merely having a strong allergic reaction. By clearing all wounds of ant venom and administering a steroid compound, you reduce the swelling and the patient's breathing returns to normal. Patient made a full recovery. Boomers accepted.
That man was done for.
He's
brought him
fine.
around.
No, you're just a very bad doctor. And finally, this man's leg is seriously injured. It may require amputation to save him, as they call it in French. Are you sure you want to attempt the operation? Yes. Let's perform this fucking operation. Upon further examination after cleaning the leg, you realize it can be saved, and he's just feeling a little bit peaky. You carefully remove the existing stitches, clean the wounds thoroughly, and restitch the wounds closed using a much more effective procedure. Patient made a full recovery.
I could learn a thing or two from you.
You have so much to learn.
Yes, outsider?
I finished treating your patients.
Those men owe you their lives. Seems we could learn a thing or two from you savages, when it comes to medicine at least.
Nice. See you later.
Bye.
In the future, operations only take 10 seconds. It's a glorious future.
Hello.
Hello, Boomer. Okay, so let's look at these buildings here and see what's what in here. I can't remember ever what order they're in. Loyal's house. Okay. Is this where Loyal keeps his books? Oops. Dean's Electronics. Yes. Steely. And there's also a duck and cover around here somewhere. I can't remember where it is. It's not over here. I don't think it's in this room. I think it might be next door or something. Or maybe it's in Pearl's. Nellis Workshop. Those are fixing things. It's now mine. I won't take the scrap metal, though I do like scrap metal. No, we don't need anything else in here. And is this the Boom Museum? Yeah, this is my favourite.
You're the outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that you'd be stopping by. You must be eager to hear the story of our people.
Brimming with excitement. Yeah, I'd like to know all about your people.
Wonderful. I'm sure you've noticed the mural on the wall of this hut. Shall I tell you what it all means?
Sure, I can spare the time.
Excellent. Imagine you're the first outsider to ever hear our tale.
The thing about this is I always dread this because in my memory it takes ages, but actually it doesn't take that long.
Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the Overseer wouldn't let us explode anything, not even a hand grenade.
Still listening, mate, don't worry, don't stop.
We left and wandered the waste.
Yep, keep going.
There were savages with knives. We beat them up with frag mines and grenades.
Yep.
Burned them with flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers.
It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis. Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage.
Oops.
But anyways,
My phone fell on my keyboard.
Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know.
I mean, I don't want to know more about them, but I do want to milk you for XP and friendliness and such like.
Now that you know the story of our people, you must have all sorts of questions.
I have some questions about your people's history.
Ask away.
Why did your ancestors leave the safety of a vault?
So you know about the vaults? Yes, we lived in one of those. Ours was numbered 34. In our vault, everyone had guns, but the Overseer wouldn't let you fire off any of the really fun ones. I guess all the little pops and bangs at the firing ranges just got boring after a while.
Your people were willing to risk it all for freedom.
And at Nellis, we found it. We haven't detonated any atomic warheads since before I was born. But otherwise, it's do as you will. Anything else you want to know?
I'm probably not going to be able to pass most of the dialogue checks because my character is quite specialised in their abilities. I'm surprised Nellis was empty when your people found it.
Several automatic warheads detonate here 100 years ago, leaving the base highly radioactive. The savages of the waste, ignoramuses, all avoided Nellis by habit.
Whereas your people had brought Geiger counters with them from the vault.
That's exactly right. You're very knowledgeable for a Sav, an outsider. Anything else you want to know?
How do you survive totally cut off from the world?
Nellis is a completely self-sufficient community. We draw water from Lake Mead, solar arrays provide power, and we grow our own crops.
You must cultivate soy or legumes for protein, in addition to grains.
Indeed we do. Very impressive. Anything else you want to know?
I'm glad this little shit is impressed. What are howitzers doing at an Air Force base?
You're right. They weren't here when we discovered Nellis. We found the guns at a huge weapon depot called Area 2, many miles from here. It took many weeks to drag the guns and their ammunition back to Nellis, and it was the last time any of us set foot beyond our homeland.
That howitzer battery is a monument to the grit and resolve of your people.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to pass that on. Anything else you want to know?
I'm actually doing better with the dialogue checks than I thought. They're not too high, really, are they? They're mostly quite low level. How has Nellis taught your people to fly?
Once we restore power, we learn that some elaborate chairs we've been sleeping in were actually virtual reality simulators. We believe they were used to train combat pilots. We use them extensively. I alone have shot down over 500 Chinese Zion 85 fighters. Before you ask, I'm afraid there's no way you can be allowed to use the simulators. They're for our use only. Sorry.
Oh, to slip the surly bonds of earth and dance amid the soaring birds.
That's beautiful. Yes, it's exactly like that. So free, so... words can't do it justice. Anything else you want to know?
How did you learn where to find an old bomber?
Loyal found a file somewhere on the base, with magazine articles, photographs, a map even. It seems that a bomber, apparently the 29th of its kind, crashed in Lake Mead on July 21st, 1948. Just imagine, that's over 300 years ago. The photograph shows that it was basically intact, and the map tells us exactly where to find it. Except we haven't left Nellis in decades.
And that's where I come in. You could attach ballast to the plane and then haul it here for repairs.
Yes. In fact, that's exactly what Loyal has planned to do. You should go talk to him.
Oh, I will.
I wish everyone were just as interested in our story as you are. Maybe I should act out the battles, or learn how to throw my voice.
Or do funny voices, you know. Right. Goodbye.
See ya.
I have gotten everything from Pete that I need. I'm liked by the boomers. Where's the door? There it is. Okay, I need to find Loyal. What's my active quest, etc.? I want Volari helping the boomers around. So, yeah, I think Loyal is probably in this building here. Well, there's Jack.
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
I'm looking for ways to help out. Anything come to mind?
What I could use is some scrap metal. It may not sound exciting, but around here we have to recycle every rivet and plate. The other thing, you being from the outside and all, well, I guess you'd call it a personal matter, but, well, forget it.
Where I come from, we discuss personal matters all the time.
That must be nice, sharing yourself like that, not being embarrassed or anything. Well, the thing is, there's this girl.
Tell me about her.
There's an outpost near here. The signs say, Crimson Caravan. It seems like they carry things to and fro for people out there. Well, every once in a while, I watch the outpost through one of the spotter's binoculars. And sometimes there's this girl there. This special girl. And sometimes it's like she's watching me back with her binoculars. Except she's probably just watching Nellis. I haven't tried waving.
Maybe I could talk to her for you. What does she look like?
Oh, you can't miss her. She has short red hair and she's the most beautiful woman who ever lived. You'd really talk to her for me? What if she feels the same way? What if she comes here like you did? What if she gets blown up? What if she doesn't like me? Oh, geez. I better just let you handle it. I'm better with machines. They don't make my stomach queasy like this.
I'll look into it. Stranger things have happened.
That would be amazing. As in, I would thank you forever.
Level 13. Let's take a minute, look at this, figure out what I'm doing. So I feel like it's time to start leveling up some of my utility skills like barter, sneak, and survival. Barter's quite low at the moment. I want to get that to a multiple of 20 because the multiples of 20 are... I've explained before in previous series, but the barter function for calculating how much you pay for things, it bumps every 20. So there's no difference between 40 and 59, for example, in terms of shop prices. It's the leap over into 60 where the function changes the result. So multiples of 20 are good places to go with barter. And then, yeah, just a bit more sneak. Oh, look at that. Round numbers. Can't say no. Right, Loyal, you're next.
I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the two runways.
Cool, yeah. I passed through a place called Helios 1. Maybe I could find parts there.
Are you talking about that damn brat light we've seen blast off to the south occasionally? I was wondering what the hell that was. If they've got the parts, bring them on back. We need to get the array back up and charging.
Let's talk about something else.
All right. What's on your mind?
Raquel said you were working on some kind of weapon to fight the giant ants.
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick, but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants.
Any signal over 22,000 hertz at 150 or more decibels should do the trick.
Hot damn, you're right! It's a matter of boosting across those thresholds, not exact amplitude. You're smarter than you look. Just so happens I was testing it at 24,000 hertz, so it should be good to go. Place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. But it might make you feel sick to your stomach.
Incidentally, for anyone out there who's not familiar with the scientific method, that's not how science works. Just so you know. Okay, so we've got a few quests we could do. These three. You know what? Let's do this one. This is the fetch quest to end all fetch quests. It's a delight. Right, first stop, Crimson Caravan. Let's find Hot Chick. That's her name in game. A little bit of fence hurdling there. I'm going to be in the Olympics next year.
You should go talk to Blake or Alice. They handle most of our contact with visitors.
I don't suppose you watch the boomers over in Nellis sometimes, do you?
I watch all sorts of things with my binoculars. Who wants to know? And why?
I've been inside Nellis. There's a young man there who has a crush on you.
Nice-looking blonde boy? I always wondered if he was watching me back. What's he like?
He's nice, maybe a little naive. Seems convinced you're the love of his life.
Really? That's so sweet. I'd love to go meet him. Is there any way the boomers would let me visit Nellis?
I'll ask Pearl to make an exception for you. Oh, remember at the start of this episode when I killed George? No, I'm trying to make friends with the boomers. This won't go well if I... No, let's be good.
This is so exciting. Let me know how it turns out.
I will do. Get back to sweeping. Sweeping. See what she's doing here? She's sweeping. Ooh, also what's going on there? Something weird about my zoom. Sweeping. She's sweeping outdoors. This makes no sense. She's sweeping too. Everyone's sweeping. They're sweeping. Are you sweeping? You're sweeping too. Why are these people sweeping and why? And also why? Right, let's go back and talk to Pearl.
How is your visit with us going, stranger?
Jack is interested in a girl.
Well, this is welcome news. Who is she?
She works for the Crimson Caravan. Oh, just some kooky dame looking for love. Oh, gotta do it.
This presents a bit of a problem. Jack isn't allowed to leave Nellis, and I doubt she would make it through the artillery alive.
It would mean a lot to Jack if she could come to Nellis.
I suppose Jack deserves a chance at love. You can tell Jack she has a free pass to enter, but he is responsible for her actions. Do not make me regret this decision, outsider.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
I just love the fact that these boomers are like, we haven't had a savage entering our community for decades and decades. We are highly insular and we blow up anyone who approaches. And then I show up and I'm like, hi. And they're like, hi, welcome. And then I'm like, can I also bring my friend? And they're like, yeah, sure. Why not? Bring her in. We let one person in. Why not let two in? It'll be fine. All right, let's go talk to Jack to move this on a little bit further.
Have you seen her? The redhead of my dreams?
Good news. She feels the same way.
She does? You mean it? That's incredible. What happens next? Can she come here? How do we make sure she doesn't get blown up? Should I talk to the gunners or to Pearl?
I spoke to Pearl, but Janet needs a way past the artillery.
Here, take this boomer outfit. I'll let the gunners know she's coming, and not to shoot at her.
All right, we need to take the boomer outfit to Janet. So, fast travel. There's so much fast travel in this quest. Days and nights will pass. I think she's asleep in here. She'll be perfectly happy to be woken up. This is very exciting. Mind your head.
Hello again. How's your boomer friend?
No. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about him again.
I was hoping you would. What's going on? Have they agreed to my safety yet?
I got a boomer uniform for you to wear while you cross to Nellis.
There's one more thing. I have a work contract with the Crimson Caravan, and if I walk away, I lose the wages they owe me. Could you do just one more thing for me and talk to Alice McLafferty about it? I know if I do it, she'll just say no. I'd hate to lose the money.
Sure thing. Where's Alice? Is she in here? No, she has her own place. In that direction, apparently. Oh, stuck on a wall. I need to get into this barracks, that's right. I just got a bit confused because there was an NPC marker that seemed to be in the same place as the quest marker.
Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you?
Janet has asked me to talk to you about releasing her from her contract.
Ah, yes. Her infatuation with a boomer she's never met. It's a small camp. Word gets around. She's aware she's breaking her contract, which is undoubtedly why she sent you to talk to me instead of coming herself. Janet is free to leave, but she forfeits the wages she's owed. That's the price of contract breaking. Take it or leave it.
Oh, so close. I need to consider your offer.
Take all the time you need.
Let me just quickly put some pajamas on.
It's been a pleasure.
I'm thinking also I'm going to pick up some other quests from Alice McLafferty because it feels like it's been a while since I have done the naughty white, no, done the Crimson Caravan quest.
Welcome back.
Janet's asked me, etc.
My terms haven't changed. Janet is free to leave, but she forfeits the wages she's owed.
Are you really going to ruin what's supposed to be a time of happiness for her?
Being sentimental is not how I made the Crimson Caravan so successful. But I'll allow it, just this once. Janet will be paid what she's owed. Consider it a gift.
Cool. Don't go to sleep
Welcome
yet.
back.
I'm looking for work.
I'm afraid we have no current openings for caravanners or guards, but I am in need of a runner.
I'll take it. What do I need to do?
Deliver this invoice to Dr. Hildern. You can find him somewhere inside Camp McCarran.
Cool beans, goodbye.
It's been a pleasure.
But she knows what she's doing, that's for sure.
Yeah, not interested in what you got to say, mate. Okay, let's get the correct quest active again. Young Hearts. Oh, it was already active. And I think we need to go back over to the barracks that Janet's asleep in.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
And there she was doing a tiny little dance. I don't go back to sleep.
Have you spoken with McLafferty yet?
I convinced her to pay you what you're owed. You're free to leave.
That's great. I can't believe you went through all this trouble for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime. Right, so she's now going to dash on over to Nellis, and I will meet her there. Okay, so I've waited for a couple of hours, and that's how
Hello.
long it takes for
It's great to finally
Janet
meet you.
to... Oh, I love it when they do this.
Hi there. It's great to meet you as well.
I'm glad you made it out here. You're even more stunning up close than you were at a distance.
This is so kinky.
And you're even more handsome up close. Do you think it'll be okay if I hang around here for a little while, so we can get to know each other better?
Of course it would. I'll have you set up with some quarters with some of
Perfect.
the other women.
We have our thumbnail.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
So how do we conclude? Do I need to now push her off of Jack so I can complete the quest?
Thank you for getting Janet to Nellis. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
I can tell. Goodbye. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, these two are going to make such a delightful couple. Jack will satisfy Janet in every single way. He'll put her monorail back together. Fnar, fnar. Right, we're going to end this episode here. In the next episode, we'll be doing more work for the Boomers. I hope you join me for that. Bye-bye.